Oh, there you are, YouTube. We are going to pull 3 movies from my movie collection, and then we're going to rank those movies. But we're going to pull these movies out randomly. That's why I call this a random ranking. The ranking itself is not random, but the process in which I pull these films is. My movie collection is not in alphabetical order, so the location in which I am grabbing, that's not signifying anything. It's not like this is the B section. I'm going to pull a movie from down here, so bear with me. I'll be right back. If I could just... Oh, that feels like a really thick movie. I wonder what that was. I guess there is some randomness to the ranking in that I base it on a variety of criteria, and other days this bit of criteria is more important than another one. So there's some randomness there, but the majority of it, when it comes to the randomness, comes from the grabbing of the films. I like that there is no or little relationship between the movies that I am ranking, where normally it's like, you know, the best DC movies, the best comedies from the 1980s or something. I don't know. So this is just very, very random, I guess. Let's see what we got. Didn't I already do this one recently? Maybe not. Okay. Oh, gosh, this is going to be hard. I only watched this movie once. Okay, here we go. Let's go for it. This is the end. I think I've done this one before, like early when I started doing these, and back when my collection was upstairs. So that's why I'm feeling like I've done this one before. This is the end. Then Death Proof, and I did Planet Terror not that long ago, so that's kind of cool that this one has gotten pulled. And then here we have 3 films. The Mexico Trilogy by Robert Rodriguez. Oh, that's kind of cool. Tarantino and Rodriguez. And I've seen Desperado many times, but El Mariachi I've only seen once, and Once Upon a Time in Mexico I've seen once. And what we're doing, because I pulled all 3 of these, we are just going to do El Mariachi, which I feel bad about because I've only seen it once. So we know whenever I do that, that usually does not work out well for the movie. I remember liking it, but I don't know. It's hard to grade or rank. That's a problem with these random rankings. The problem with ranking movies is I've only seen it the one time. So how am I supposed to remember? Okay. So we got, what was the order? This is what we pulled here. I pulled just El Mariachi out of that grouping. How do we rank these? I think this movie is very funny, but I don't know. What am I trying to say? I think it's very funny, but I'm not always in the mood to watch it, where I think there are other comedies where I'm always like, yeah, let's watch that. And I think maybe some of it gets a little too ridiculous, but that's like the point, so how can I fault it for that? I don't know, maybe just so much time has passed since I've seen it that I'm caring less and less about it and sort of the stage of life that these actors are in. Maybe I'm just wanting to see some more of their mature stuff, I guess. I don't know. This could be just an in-the-moment thing. I don't know. Death Proof. Honestly, when Grindhouse came out, I loved Planet Terror more than Death Proof. Death Proof, I thought it was too slow, I guess. I don't know, just wasn't as exciting. And, you know, when you're watching these movies back to back in the theater, this one starts to drag a little bit because you've been at the theater all day long. And I don't know, but I like it a lot more now. So I don't know. It was just, I think maybe that day was just getting long or something. I don't know, because watching it on its own, I appreciate it so much more, like it so much more than when I was watching the movies back to back in the theater. And then El Mariachi, again, only saw it the one time, and it's, you know, probably been 12 years. I think I was in grad school when I finally watched it. Desperado I watched as a kid, and then Once Upon a Time in Mexico and El Mariachi I think I watched around the same time, if I remember right. I don't know. This one I saw in grad school. I'm trying to remember. When I went Once Upon a Time in Mexico, I saw that one whenever it like came out on DVD. So yeah. But yeah, how do I rank these? I think right now this is what I'm feeling, and I feel bad, but this is what I have to do. El Mariachi, you're probably the best film out of all three. So I'm grading this on memory. I don't know. I feel bad for that, but that's what we're doing. I just don't remember much of this film, other than I can just say generically it was good. But this movie has changed quite a bit for me, and I think that's really cool for a movie that you don't really care for. It's like, yeah, it's good, but now I'm a pretty big fan of this one. I think that's kind of cool. So that's why this one's going to be number one, Death Proof, then This Is the End, and then El Mariachi. And I'm sure, again, this one is probably the best out of all of them when we're ranking best, but we're basing this off of my experience. So here we go. One more time, Death Proof, This Is the End, El Mariachi. Have you seen these films? And if so, what do you think of them? If you've seen all three of them, how would you rank them? I'd love to know. I feel like everybody, that has a stronger relationship with this movie will put it first, perhaps, unless you're a big Tarantino fan. But yeah, I don't know. I'm curious to know what you all think. So on that note, perhaps I'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.